Peace. We can go on forever with that. Today is 80s on the listening screen. And obviously, you know why. You know that song. If you don't, well, you need to. Pretty Young Thing by Michael Jackson. So, good theme as always to be on with the show. Home based business style once again, and it's the 25th. So, we 25 days down in the month of July, and looks to me like we're making sufficient progress. So, congratulations for those who have continued on with the journey. And it's whatever day it is for the Facebook fast period. And today, I guess a little bit we're going to be touching on it, but this particular subject. Oh, and it's 11:51, 9 minutes to 12 p.m. out here on the West Coast. A nice California day on a dang, what day is it? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday, July 25th, 2013. Um 4 days, 5 days into the Facebook fast period. I think this is a good subject to discuss. But this is one of those ones where I don't even really want to touch it. I think I want to leave it to the experts, or maybe we can play the experts and say that the experts can go ahead and advise us all to be our own experts. So I'm just going to put this on the table and actually ask that each of us use our own mind and consider it from a different perspective. That's all you ever seem to get from pimphop.com anyway, is a different perspective to consider. So this is a home-based business perspective to consider in regards to the subject of praise and praise thirsty. I labeled it praise thirsty because I want to update to the new slang and terminology. It's really an old concept. It's called hungry for praise, but in this day and age, we switch it over to thirsty. You thirsty? You know how they be saying. So praise thirsty, praise thirsty, and that's a new label. Maybe people can add to the Urban Dictionary. Quoted on 7/25, 2013 by Rollin Branch. Praise thirsty. But also, it's a self analysis because, like I said, this is one of those ones where we could get really judgmental. So I'm just putting it out there on the table just for somebody to be able to give some thought to it and see if it has any validity, make your own adjustments, add in your own variables. So, what I will say, just to make sure that this post did get some value in regards to the time that you spent tuning in, um, number one is like anything else, praise, it costs time. Like they say, time is money, money is time. Time is actually life. The pursuit of it, the attainment of it, the giving and receiving of it, when it comes to something that a human gives or receives, it costs time. So mark that on your note. Praise costs time. Giving, receiving, pursuit of it. Maybe that's the actual definition of a vain pursuit by default. Praise costs time. And number two, let me see how I can say this in English. Yesterday we listed the definition of the economy because that's what the real focus is between us as friends. And Barack Obama was speaking, but I went ahead and listed the definition via Wikipedia, more like a description. And to sum it up, make it simple, black males make things simple, African American males. It boils down to that same old term that nobody can seem to get to the bottom of, but we all know has importance, and it is value. The economy boils down to value. Value is a thing that's given, and I think praise, it ties right into value. It's a thing that we assign, something that we assign value and assign worth to. And chances are, in the definition, let me read what it says. For praise, let me see if I can find it. Approval, grateful. Well, you can read the definition for yourself. We won't take up too much of your time. But all in all, I think praise has a lot to do with value. It's when you value something, you give it your praise, like an appraiser, appraisal. Somebody comes to a property and their job is to appraise it. I estimate that this property is worth this much in value on the market because of these specific attributes, and they have a specific job as a professional to pick out certain characteristics that commonly are agreed upon in regards to the value of property. So maybe we can be appraisers of people, but that will sound judgmental, and you got to have a pretty hefty resume of qualities on your own part to be able to do that. But nonetheless, we still have a job to do, and the first and foremost job is to make things easier, make things easy, and we're going to make it easy today by just putting the definition of praise up and opening that up into the discussion, putting that out into the universe in regards to praise thirsty and just my own personal assessment, which is that's the primary driving factor between or behind why people post their pictures and their status updates on the internet. Somebody on the other end of the line has to give praise, and somebody on the other end of the line has to receive praise. But once again, it costs time. Time is money. Better to earn it than to waste it. So with that, let's just put that on the table. Make sure we're keeping the show moving forward. Come up with a common consensus amongst each other, and we'll take it back to the 80s. That's what we're playing today. See what's on now. They don't make them like they used to, but nonetheless, I enjoy my job. Pay is good too. Affords me the opportunity to listen to music that really soothes the soul. So we can consider it another victory, and we'll still remain in that peace. So, peace.